All right, so here we are, Thursday, May 25th, about 4:30 in the afternoon. Knew I needed to come up here, didn't really have a plan. But the plan today is just to squish swarm cells. I am not going to be knocking back and boosting because I really don't have a place to boost. That's why it's unfortunate I lost those two single deeps during the winter. They just didn't build out enough. I like having those singles, late season swarm catches coming out of the winter, so that I have a place to put brood frames if I need to knock back some colonies. So anyways, you can see 6, that's the one that we boosted. They're looking pretty good. 4, same as it was before. Crazy. 1, 5, and 9 look the same. Just a reminder, 9 had swarm cells. 1 had 1 dry swarm cell. 9 had wet cells. So what I mean by wet is they have a larvae or an egg in them, or at least royal jelly. Like they are actually doing something. They'll build dry cells. I still crush them, but so, you know, if they're putting royal jelly in it, or if there's an egg or a larvae, then that is going to be a swarm cell, a viable swarm cell. The dry ones are not. So anyways, 1 had a dry, and then 4 we did knock back just because of population alone. So we're going to check these honey supers, maybe have to do some 9 frame spacing, judging by 6 at the entrance, and the fact that we gave them about 1.5 frames of brood, I'm guessing they're ready for their super already. So we'll take a peek inside, see what's going on. Everything looks pretty good. I did check my swarm trap up there. At least from this distance, there's nothing in it, which is good, because if you caught in the last video on 9, I saw the swarm cells and I said I was going to have to investigate all the frames, and I did not. I put it back together and forgot. So that's been bothering me all week. Very well could have swarmed. I do have some cedar trees on the property, so I looked at those to see if there's any balls of bees sitting in them. There isn't, but we'll know when we get in there. Could have made a boo-boo. Let's see. Okay. So on this one, I'm gonna have to check for swarm cells. We boosted them so much. You might get the wrong idea. So that top box was just added 6-7 days ago, and it's completely full. Looks like they're even building some comb on top. Some bright yellow pollen going in the entrance. Like I said last time, I'm gonna practice not smoking out of habit. I'm gonna smoke if needed. Oh boy. Now, I have to apologize. I'm not used to working frame or colonies from the front, so anyways. We gotta take a look. This would be the frame we boosted with. That's dry, dry. That's a weird one. Dry. 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 They're definitely going to get a super. Since they're all dry, I'm not going to pull out frames. That is not that heavy either. Now again, with the smoke, I could smoke, and I'd be smoking them down from the top to the bottom where I want to look. That one is heavy. One. Lots of drones on this one. Lots of drones on this one. Drones are at the bottom of the frame there. Because I run those starter strips, they have the freedom to build whatever kind of cells they want. And they build drones. Entrances are going to be wide open from now on until robbing season. Figure out who our robbers are and our victims during the dearth. So like I said in the last video, I grade my supers, grade A. They've already been drawn and extracted with 2 new ones in the middle, just to try and get drawn comb every season. This one is not grade A. This is B. Probably never extracted. It has some start drawn comb. The reason why is they don't have the population yet in this one, and I only have 4 more grade A, so I want those filled for the spring flow. But I want them doing something, and I want them to have the space. Plus, you know, you got to think that you may not make it here on the right date, the right day, the right time. So I'd rather err on giving them the space instead of them not having the space and swarming on me. Again, I don't like to smoke in my honey supers at all if possible. Now, another thing, no queen excluders. Give you a look before I start tearing it apart. So that's only been on there 7 days. They're obviously using the space and enjoying it. Entrance reducers, yeah, I think we went over that. So these were the blank frames. The one next to it has not worked as well. This is just to evaluate the flow. Okay, so I'm feeling the frames. This one's heavy. This one's heavy. So they repaired all the comb from last year's extraction, the fall. You're pushing your frames together, go slow. I'm not going to 9-frame space it. I'm not going to add another super. Obviously, you'll know more when you pick this up. Yep. It won't be long, and they will be getting another super. So I gotta smoke at this point, right? I gotta see these bottom frames. One of the problems with the starter strips is they have even more of an opportunity to hide swarm cells. Sorry about the view. No swarm cells. Oh boy. All right, so they're getting another super. So this is my first full season with bees from this catch site. We lost the second one. That is crazy. That was on the lid. Okay, so no swarm cells is what told me that they're not getting another super. This population is what is making it so they get another super. The fact that they don't have swarm cells is actually pretty wild. Maybe if you have a guess on genetics, put it in the comments for me, because I'm not up on my bees as far as characteristics of each species or breed or whatever. I mean, some of these they have a translucency to their body. That's even a word. Which indicates They're full of nectar and they're ready to offload. They are going to get a ratchet strap. Hopefully I have enough and long ones. All right, so on to 9. I am concerned. I am concerned about this one. I think I screwed up by not checking more for swarm cells. And even looking right now in the top. This doesn't seem as busy. But it's not fair to compare it to 4. 4 is nuts. Oh boy. I mean, if it happened, it happened, right? Nothing I can do about it now. They are getting trickier with their swarm cells. I don't know if you can see it. 5 from the left, kind of deep in there. 2 from the left, deep in there towards the bottom. Plus they gave up a frame of brood, which was a significant loss. New bees every day. Just because I don't like the way it looks and the potential for them to decide to do something with that, I'm want to take it off. That's a good population. So, before I smoke them down, let's take a look around. I mean, when you smoke them, they run away, right? Well, they ran to this side, ran up over the top. If I really was so curious, I could go in there and look for a spent queen cell, meaning one that she hatched out of. Look for cells that are torn down, meaning she went around and killed all her sisters before they were born. But why? If it happened, it happened. They don't want me in here. It's just stress. So it's the same as my thoughts on looking for your queen. If you don't have business to take care of with the queen, replacing her, marking her, I don't look for her. She doesn't want to be found. That's why she hides from you. She's not supposed to see daylight unless she swarms. She lives her life in darkness. And I'm going to respect that. Again, I'm not a bee seller. I don't sell nukes. I don't sell packages. I would if I needed to, if I had somewhere to go, but I'm not. That's not what I'm in this for. I'm in this for honey. So going in there, disturbing it more than I need to, just doesn't make sense. I'm gonna think about this one for a minute as far as adding a super. I do sell bee-related products though, and I don't ship the ones I have right now. I'm only in Grand Rapids local, but I do have a product I'm testing, and actually I'm done testing it. I already ordered some of them. Goes on your belt. There are some other ones out there, but it has more magnets and a bigger face. I wanted it to work through your bee equipment. So that's what I spoke to him about. You can see I still forget that I have it and set it down way too much instead of using this. I don't think nine or 5 are going to get another super. I will say that this is probably the last time I will be this deep in these colonies. You're not gonna like that wind. Until I put Formic Pro on. Especially since I like what I'm seeing. As far as no swarm cells or limited swarm cells. Of course, we'll see now, right? See any? That's precautionary. I didn't see anything. Same as before. I don't like the way this looks. And for the potential for them to decide to make it into a swarm cell. These tool holders are probably going to go on Amazon. I'm sorry, they're not going to go on Amazon. They're going to go on eBay. I do sell on both. ETRE Sports on eBay. I sell mostly fly fishing and fly tying equipment. But that's where I'm going to put these. Make them easy to order. And it's a limited run this time. You can message me. It's just easier to print shipping labels from eBay. And then on Amazon, they handle all my shipping. But I'm not going to put these on Amazon. You can tell just from the population of bees, the progress in the honey supers. Remember, don't throw your fur comb, honey, pollen, don't throw it around. You're asking for trouble. I did test this tool out too with a hammer. I don't remember the ounces or anything. Good size hammer. Not a framing hammer, but good size. And it held well. A lot better than the other smaller ones with the smaller magnets and the smaller face. This is ridiculously light here. Tell because I'm not grunting. We got to get some rain. Or I am not going to come close to my goal. See? Should have used my holder. I'll get used to it. No swarm cells. Good population. Oops, sorry about that. That's pretty heavy. Also, this was, you've watched, you heard me say it before, this was my hottest colony for 2 years. About a year and a half. They were horrible. I couldn't stand working them. Love it. Look at them now. Nothing worked on these girls. You smoked them, they were nasty. You opened it up, they were nasty. There was times that you stood in the yard, they were nasty. So when you're putting these boxes together, you put them at an angle like that. The only squishing spot you have is where this meets, right? And you have your 3/8 B space. So if you then go slow, you can scoot them. And then line it up. Instead of dropping it down with all that surface area on the edges, both of them meeting and squishing the snot out of a ton of bees. Same with the inner cover. Nine frame spacer. We'll be using that next time. So anyways, I don't think 9 swarmed. I would be lucky that all of them were on the bottoms of the frames. That is not normal. They'll put them up higher on the frame where you can't see them, but I don't think 9 swarmed. 5's good. 1's a joy. Pleasure to work with, finally. Could have squished that queen a long time ago, but I didn't. I don't buy queens. I don't buy bees. 4 is ridiculous. But they're the only one that's got a super. Didn't 9-frame space it. It may reduce 6's entrance a little bit. Everybody else, I think I'm gonna leave it open. We got some hot days coming. Although last night was a frost advisory. And as I said, we gotta get some rain, or the honey production is not gonna be good. And then I wish I would have sold nukes. So anyways, that's it. Quick, easy, and I would say I'm done. I'm done going into their living area. I'm done in their deeps. I just don't do it. I do it only when it's necessary. The next time I'll go in is late July, early August probably, to put Formic Pro on it. That'll be punishment enough because I do the 2-dose Formic Pro. I don't oxalic acid vaporization treat with my honey supers on. I believe you can now by the law, provided you have the one with the label that says you can. Older versions you cannot. But I don't think it's necessary, and I don't like treating with my honey supers on. So that's enough of that. Great day. If you could please like, subscribe, share, that'd be great. Again, look on eBay or message me for the tool. It's going to be a little bit, still working on the freight and everything, so, but they'll be here and I'll get them listed. But anyways, I appreciate you watching. Hope your bees are well. It's a fantastic hobby. You can make some money or turn it into your life. So the sky's the limit with beekeeping. Anyways, thanks for everything. Take care. Oh, no scouting at any swarm traps. Last year, my first catch was the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. So that's what I'm hoping for. Gonna check the traps to the north when I leave here. Thanks for watching.